I was just doing a series of little tests for no apparent reason, but one apparent reason was in the main listening position compared to near field, there was lots of dippy action at 1.8 kilohertz. So I thought I'd do a whole bunch of measurements, and I was just doing groups like pressing take, and this was my right hand, and then I did a test with my left hand and noticed that the bumps are in a different place. So then I did a proper test where I held the microphone in one spot, took a measurement, swapped hands whilst keeping the microphone, took a measurement, swapped hands like this, right? And then did about 50 measurements. It's in focus, and then just soloed them and took these photos. I hope that's in focus. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Now on the right hand, it appears we have a big boost at 1.15 kilohertz, and the left hand we don't. And right hand, my elbow is actually moving forward because I was holding the microphone near my head, and my elbow was jutting forward. So here you have elbow contributing to almost, what's the difference from here to about here? It even moved another peak up here at 1.2k. The difference here of about 6 dB, 4 to 6 dB in different frequencies. This bump. And this next bump and valley also moves at 1.5, 1.4, goes up and down. And this hole here appears and then goes up a bit. And this rest is not really as good an example. So that was one thing. If you're in the car and you're using your hand and you're trying to do wavy face, where your limbs are actually could change different bumps and frequencies by 4 dB. The thing I wanted to focus on while I was still doing that, just the high-mid test, the right high-mid. Red here is near field. And green's just a little bit further away, etc., etc. And don't look at this blue one yet. Look at these two. This is almost main listening, sort of halfway. So we're only getting a little bit of those bumps. And I was making sure I was changing hands each time and doing a really big MMM for these guys. So that's why we have more general. But there's still this trend of this hole, and it's mainly due to where the side glass is and where the driver's head is in comparison to the cabin. So, and I'm like tuning this, my current philosophy is just to tune for this, and the human can't hear this because this is just microphone interference. And we can hear things that are coming from us straight ahead, and microphone can't. Microphone can just hear the windows and the thing coming straight at you, and it gets a bit muddled up. Now, if we look at this bottom line, what do we notice? We notice it's very straight. I was just going back to the old technique of spherical. This is about spherical of about 50 centimeters. And I thought, that looks rather flat and straight. So you could do all your drivers with spherical one at a time. There's a lot of things I never got around to trying with spherical. But anyway, I'm just going to lift this gain of this one spherical trace. And lo and behold, boom. Cabin influences removed. Almost a near field measurement. We'll go back down. So that'd be an interesting thing. I could repeat this over and over again with the 6-inch and the tweeter. And maybe even do old time sake spherical tuning, driver by driver. Because my old spherical, I used to lump all my front stage together, left and right, and do a spherical. And maybe I'd separate the 8-inch. So there's another little thing for you. So that the fact that your left arm and your right arm and your hands and your shoulders and your elbows can influence these humps and bumps. And then we have 2 other techniques. We can eliminate them, and you have to work on the theory or philosophy that you can hear direct sound and you should tune the direct sound. So yeah, one is spherical, one is near field. All right, cheers for that one. Once again, I'm continuing investigating that. Here, the near field is the shape that I was tuned to. This is headspace, wavy face, whatever you want to call it. And this is spherical. So I'm going to get one of these sphericals, jack it up in value. And lo and behold, pretty close to near field. So there was a lot more to spherical than originally thought. It's very close to what I'm doing now, but what I'm doing now with near field, I can get the gains all correct, so that when all the bass drivers come in, they're closer to melding that form. It's even a bit more low frequency content in that tweeter than you can get at near field. So this may be something in that. Maybe I'll do a full per driver spherical and then adjust the levels with the near field terminology, or keep 60 centimeters from each one. It really was the crux of spherical, was to try and do every driver separately. Yeah, we'll see how we go. So that was the tweeter confirmed.
Hello, Matey.